Hi, I'm Whitney Morgan, Hashimoto's coach, functional medicine practitioner, and co-founder of the Functional Health Alliance. Now, you can be doing all the right things in terms of nutrition, sleep, exercise, and stress management, and still be plagued with thyroid symptoms. So what's up with that? Well, when nutrition and lifestyle changes fall short and you're not seeing an improvement in your symptoms, you've probably got a few thyroid triggers lurking in your gut. In today's video, I quickly walk you through a case study while giving you a tour of the GI map, which is one of the functional lab tests I use in my practice. After watching this video, my hope is that you'll understand why nutrition and lifestyle alone are often not enough to get control of your symptoms and bring down antibodies that are high. And I also hope that my video inspires you to dig deeper and to run a GI map on yourself. But before we jump into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you'll get notified every time I post a new video. All right, let's go. The results I'm reviewing today are those from a previous client, Beth. So let me give you a few highlights about her. Beth was a 30-year-old when she came to me. She'd been diagnosed with hypothyroidism a year earlier and prescribed levothyroxine. Now, even on medication, Beth's TSH continued to run high and her TPO and thyroglobulin antibodies remained high as well. She didn't have many of your typical low thyroid symptoms except for mild fatigue and constipation. Her main complaint was chronic, irregular menstrual cycles. She had a history of one miscarriage and was having trouble conceiving. Beth wanted to achieve a regular cycle and ultimately be able to sustain a healthy pregnancy. We ran several functional lab tests to look for underlying root causes. In addition to having significant sensitivities to gluten, corn, and cow dairy, Beth's GI map results also revealed additional thyroid triggers. Let's take a look. So the first page of the GI map looks for bacterial, viral, and parasitic pathogens, the types of organisms that often send people to their doctors, urgent care, or the emergency room. It's not often that a client tests positive for one of these organisms, which is the case here, so let's move on. So the first thing we discovered on the next page of Beth's GI map is that she had an active H. pylori infection. Now, H. pylori is a common infection and present in 50% of the population, though most people are asymptomatic. It is highly transmissible, and family interfections are common. H. pylori infections can cause nausea, vomiting, acid reflux, indigestion, and abdominal pain. It is also a known Hashimoto's trigger. Now, this section of the GI map measures the commensal flora of the microbiome, meaning the healthy flora. When these species are within normal limits, all is good. But things can go wrong when they get depleted or when their levels get too high. Beth's levels show significant dysbiosis of commensal flora. And you can see that I've highlighted a few species here because when these guys are high, they can cause both leaky gut and gut inflammation. Now, leaky gut is a known trigger for thyroid issues, and in particular for Hashimoto's. And as goes the gut, so goes the rest of the body. So if you've got a lot of inflammation in your gut, chances are you've got systemic inflammation as well. Now, this section measures the presence of opportunistic bacteria. Now, although these bacteria are a normal part of the human microbiome, they can cause some pretty significant health issues when they get out of control. Now, obviously, you can see a lot of red on this page, indicating significant opportunistic overgrowth. In other words, Beth's dysbiosis is far more extreme than what we saw on the previous page. In addition, several of the species that are elevated, which are highlighted here, are known autoimmune triggers and can contribute to an increase in thyroid antibodies. Most specifically, Citrobacter, Klebsiella, Fusobacterium, and Proteus. The GI map also looks for yeast, fungus, viruses, and parasites. Unfortunately, Beth's GI map didn't indicate a yeast overgrowth. And though yeast itself is not a common thyroid trigger, a significant yeast overgrowth can indicate heavy metal toxicity, and heavy metals can definitely be a thyroid trigger. Similarly, Beth didn't test positive for active viruses or parasites, but it's worth mentioning that the Epstein-Barr virus and the parasite Blastocystis hominis are also common thyroid triggers. Now, in addition to identifying and measuring various organisms, the GI map also evaluates a handful of intestinal health markers. In Beth's case, her elastase 1 was low. Elastase 1 reflects endogenous pancreatic enzyme production. Low levels indicate compromised digestion and deficiencies of both stomach acid and digestive enzymes. And poor digestion often leads to gut inflammation and nutrient deficiencies, both of which will worsen your thyroid issues. Now, though Beth's secretory IgA or SIGA and anti-gliadin are within normal limits, when these markers are out of range, it often correlates with hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's. Now, SIGA is your first line of defense against antigens and pathogens. Low levels are associated with many chronic issues like dysbiosis, food sensitivities, prolonged stress, and malnutrition. When SIGA is high, it's usually an indicator that the gut is in severe distress and a battle of the immune system is raging. Now, when anti-gliadin is high, it's an indicator of a recent adverse immune response to gluten. So in summary, Beth's GI map revealed a number of potential thyroid triggers: H. pylori, severe dysbiosis, overgrowth of autoimmune triggering bacteria, and severely depleted digestive function. Now, after getting these and other lab results for Beth, we worked to eliminate her underlying root causes for a little under 4 months. Now, after 4 months of working her custom health protocol, Beth had 2 consecutive regular menstrual cycles. And Beth's protocol was relatively simple. She avoided her food sensitivities, she supported her digestion with enzymes and hydrochloric acid, and of course, she worked to eliminate the H. pylori and other opportunistic bacteria that her GI map had uncovered. And just 2 months later, I received the following message from Beth. Hi, Whitney. Hope you're doing well. I'm reaching out with some exciting news. I'm pregnant and almost at the 2-month mark. Yay. Getting great news like this from clients is truly one of the most enjoyable aspects of the work I do. If you're ready to dig deeper and discover the underlying root causes of your thyroid issues, you can get started by enrolling in my Gut Health Groundwork. This is my baby steps entry-level coaching program, which includes 1 functional lab test, and you can choose between the GI map or the wheat zoomer. It also includes 3 coaching sessions, a recorded analysis of your lab results, a personalized health protocol, and of course, unlimited messaging with me throughout the entire program. If you enroll by January 31st of this year, you can save $100 off the cost of the program with the coupon code JAN24. That's capital J, capital A, capital N, 24. I'll drop the enrollment link in the video notes below. And remember, it expires January 31st, so act fast. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please let me know. You can like it, subscribe to my channel, or share the video with a friend who has thyroid issues. And if you have questions, as always, just drop them in the comments. I do try my best to answer each one. Take care. See you next time. Bye.